Alright, gonna go ahead and go trout lining tomorrow and hopefully get at least 2 bushel will be nice. So what I'm doing here is I'm baiting up. I was only able to get a little bit better than a half bushel of clams. I just wanted to go ahead and get what I could because I got it was a long day. I didn't feel like waiting around for clams. It's my fault. I was supposed to pick them up yesterday and I didn't. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make half bushel work, which I can do. And I gotta go ahead and so that all my line will fit where I want it to fit, I gotta change the length of one of my lines. So I'm gonna be I like to run 4. I'm gonna be running 3 tomorrow, but the length on one of them is gonna be different. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all that stuff first. With limited bait, what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is just put 3 in each bag as opposed to what I like to put in, which is 4. And these zipper bait bags are for sale, trotlining.com. And the systems, just shoot me an email if you're interested in any of this stuff, and I'll get you a price and time frame for when I can get that out to you. The bags, I do have bags in hand right now. I was good with that this year, getting orders out pretty quickly. So go ahead and order those if you want to significantly cut down on your time it takes to time and effort it takes to bait a trout line. It's not just a time saver, it's also easier. Alright, I'm on the way, walking to the boat. I still got to put all my trot lines and everything in there. And it's super duper early. And I swear, my own viewers will nitpick at me about the silliest things. It's like, are you kidding me? It's just, it blows my mind. I don't think they know what they're doing. But it's crazy. But yeah, getting ready to load the boat up super early. Alright, I'm underway to my spot. It's a beautiful, clear morning. The tide was all the way up, flood tide, and the landing. I get out in the water and there's fish jumping. I might end up with a mud shad in the boat, who knows. Getting out to my ladies, and I'm going to lay these out, and then I'll be back to you. Alright, it's after 5. I finally got all my line in the water. I'm going to go ahead and hop on the first one I laid out. I'm not expecting much on this first run. This place especially, like, it's so slow here all the time anyway that I don't expect hardly anything before the freaking sun hits the water. So I might go ahead and film the first run because I haven't done any nighttime filming dipping this year. I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and do that. The moon is such a freaking sliver. I'm not expecting much, so I'm going kind of quick. Something might be coming. Yep. Called that. Only problem is my call box. It's got my book bag in it. And I don't feel like having this guy run around the boat. Man, it's a nice one. Jesus. Yeah, I don't want to go beating the crabs up for no reason. There we go. I wasn't even expecting that. Alright, now that we got our call box cleared out, let's continue on with putting crabs in the boat. I wasn't expecting nothing. Especially on this end. Weird. Somebody wrote on my comment something like, something, do this at this degree. Like all technical math terms for trotline crabbing. That's probably good in theory, but not in practice. One thing you'll learn out here real quick is that theory and practice are very, very different in this water business. Very different. So I got one. I mean, his point's a little messed up. Not for me. That's a prior injury. But he's over 7. Probably be 8 if it wasn't for that tip. I didn't do that tip. Still legal, but Alright, that's the run I just did. 4 crabs on that one. I mean, they're nice crabs. They're just not enough of them. Alright, this is the biggest crab I've caught all year. 8 5/8 inches. Nice and hard too. Good crab. Alright, I got 3 lines, and I just ran my medium line and got 7, which is actually pretty gosh darn good for the medium line. I got 3 lines, short, medium, and long. Got about a half basket already. I'm catching half crabs. Believe it or not, this son of a gun is still freaking perfectly legal. He's over the legal limit from tip to tip. Even though he doesn't have a tip on that side, he's still legal. I'm gonna throw him back anyway. I was thinking about, I'll generally stay away from female crabs. That's how I've always crabbed. Like, when I start picking up a half basket or more sooks, and like a half basket of males in the same place, that's generally my cutoff. Like, if I'm catching 1-to-1 sook and, you know, good crab, and only catching like a basket or 2 a day, I won't crab there. It's just not worth it. Like, I've never made very much money off sooks ever, because it's not the way I crab. But a lot of people make a lot of money off sooks, crab potters and stuff like that. And a lot of trotliners too. The guys with the, you know, the big rigs in the middle of the rivers, you know, they'll tear up some sooks and cover their expenses at least with the sooks. That's just something I've been thinking about. Because I remember people would chase sooks, trotline. You know, they'd catch 6 baskets of sooks in one spot. They'd want that lay, because it would sustain them. 2 nice ones. I was just kind of curious what other people thought about it, especially commercial trotliners. Like, do they chase sooks? Like, I've only known a handful of people who trotlining who would chase sooks, and it would work for them. I mean, I always used a little bit smaller boats than most people, but that's one reason I won't chase sooks. It's because the extra volume is just extra work, and I'm only one person. I used to bring people out with me crabbing, you know, as help on big boats. With that 1-to-1, if I wasn't catching 2 bushel, was always kind of like my cutoff, where I'd be like, all right, it's not enough here, I gotta figure out a different lay. You know, I wouldn't stick that spot. And some people say that the reason you can kind of target the good crabs or the sooks is because you can use the mud as a guide. I mean, I don't know if it's true. I've never sat around and watched crabs underwater or nothing, but I mean, it makes sense that the sooks, since they got those long points, they just can't travel across the mud that quick. But I don't know. I'm not a crabologist. I don't know if they primarily travel on the mud and the, you know, the sand, or if they swim most of their distance. Just common sense would make me think that they would do a majority of their travel just by swimming sideways. But who knows? That wasn't too bad a run. I think I got one in there that might not be legal. Looks like there might be one before this chain. Nope. I mean, you can target sooks, like it's not that hard to do. Like you can target the crap out of them. Actually, that one I thought was too small is illegal. Cool. I'm actually doing, it's a little bit after 7:30. I'm actually doing about as good as possible in this area. Got a bushel 7:30. So that's about as good as it gets here. All right, and nice full bushel. Keep going at them. Maybe I can actually make a little bit of money today. Everything is just safer and healthier if you just go ahead and put a wet towel on your full baskets, especially on these really hot days. Like, it's going to be a hot one today. UV index is like kind of crazy, so always do that. Like, I'm a big proponent of keeping your crabs as nice and cool as humanly possible. The sun and the wind are not cooperating with me. Which always seems to be the case when I'm dipping a couple crabs. And by the sun, I mean the glare's got it so I can't see the crabs coming up the line till the very last second. I gotta hurry up and dip them. This video, well, this scene, this cut scene from this video I'm doing right now will be a good example of a bad sun glare, making it so you can't see the freaking crabs. staring into the sun trying to dip crabs is not easy. But they were pretty nice, so it was worth it. Alright, it's 10 o'clock and ended up with 2 bushel and got all my gear in the boat and getting ready to get the heck out of here. Freaking 4th of July boat traffic is just like unbelievable. I will never understand why people want to ride around on boats for fun. Happy 4th. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.